On October 16, 2021, a single father named Sylvester Hayes found himself in a harrowing encounter with the Dallas Police Department. While driving to pick up breakfast for his children, Officer Paul Guab and Officer Holly Harris initiated a traffic stop that would change Sylvester's life forever. Mistaking him for another individual with a nearly identical name, the officers proceeded with the arrest despite clear signs of mistaken identity. This video delves into the complexities of this interaction, examining the legal ramifications and the profound consequences it had on Sylvester Hayes and his family. Have you ever wondered what happens when a routine traffic stop spirals into a life-altering event? Let's uncover the truth together. Don't miss out on these shocking facts. Watch now. You're watching Cops and Consequences. Subscribe now to join our community.
Come on, step up on me. I'll explain it to you.
I didn't give you permission to do that.
I know. Step out. I'll explain everything.
No, sir. Tell me why. I didn't give you permission to open the door or none of that.
Right now, you are being detained. Come on and step out.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
Come on and step out. Come on. Come on and step out. You're gonna get tased. Come on and step out.
You pulling out a tape?
Come on and step out. Come on and step out. Come on and step out.
No.
Step out.
What are y'all? Man, hold on, bro.
Come on and step out.
Come on, man.
Come on and step out. Come on and step out.
What are y'all?
Come on and
Hold on,
step
y'all
out.
pulling on me for what?
Come on and step out.
Hold on. Y'all, I didn't give y'all permission. Bro, hold on. Hey, bro, come get it. Bro, this is my gun. Bro, this is my, my.
As Officer Guab and Officer Harris approached Sylvester Hayes' vehicle, they requested him to step out, asserting that he was being detained. Sylvester, confused by the demand, remained in his seat. The officers, convinced they were apprehending the correct individual, began to physically remove him from the vehicle. Under the Fourth Amendment, any intrusion into a person's vehicle by law enforcement requires reasonable suspicion. In this case, the officers' actions raised significant legal questions about the validity of their search and detention. Texas Penal Code Section 38.3 outlines that obstructing a peace officer through the use of force can constitute an offense. While Sylvester's refusal to exit the vehicle alone may not meet the threshold for resisting, his actions during the attempted removal could be interpreted as resistance. Additionally, Texas Transportation Code Section 5, 42.51 mandates compliance with lawful police orders. The interplay between these statutes highlights the delicate balance between law enforcement authority and individual rights during traffic stops.
What am I being detained for, man? Stop. What am I being detained for?
If you let us tell you, we'll tell you. Shut up.
Tell me right now. What am I being detained for, man? Bro, help! 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 They hurting me! They hurting me!
84 out with us as well. And start us on record, please.
I don't know, felony.
Get in the car. You're getting this because you're acting this way. This is 100%, and I'm not your. I know I'm.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because you're acting stupid.
Y'all don't even understand. Y'all in big trouble.
Go for it. I don't care.
Y'all in big trouble. You are under arrest.
The situation escalated when Sylvester struggled against the officers' attempts to place him in the backseat of their cruiser. The officers restrained him and officially placed him under arrest. This escalation brought additional charges, including resisting arrest and unlawful carrying of weapons. Despite the determination that Sylvester's firearm was legally owned, the charges persisted, leading to significant personal and professional repercussions for him. Legal precedents in Texas have demonstrated that even minimal physical resistance can result in convictions under Section 38.3. Cases like Finley v. State have affirmed that actions such as pulling away from officers can be sufficient grounds for resisting charges. However, Texas Penal Code Section 9.31 also provides that if officers use excessive force, individuals may have grounds to defend against such charges. Sylvester's case underscores the challenges individuals face when navigating encounters with law enforcement, especially when their actions are subject to legal interpretation.
All right, let's get them up.
All right.
Leg restraints are off. Ready? 1, 2, 3, up.
Y'all are in big trouble, man. Y'all are in big, I can't even get up, man. My foot is getting get the Damn, man. Do you see how they doing me?
More, bro.
Do you see how they...
Scoot back. Scoot back. On your feet. You got the gun?
Yeah, it's in his
Goes in
right
his right
pocket.
pocket.
And he kept going like this too.
I saw it.
He kept reaching.
No, I did not.
Upon running Sylvester Hayes' driver's license through the Dallas Police Department's database, Officer Harris realized the grave mistake. They had arrested the wrong individual. Despite this revelation, the officers continued with the arrest process, leading to further complications. Supreme Court cases like Hill versus California and Hine v. North Carolina have established that reasonable mistakes in identification by law enforcement do not necessarily invalidate an arrest. Courts have often granted qualified immunity to officers in such scenarios, emphasizing the practical challenges officers face in real-time decision-making. Sylvester filed a lawsuit against the city of Dallas and the involved officers, alleging constitutional violations, including excessive force and false arrest. His complaint highlighted the profound personal impact of the arrest, including job loss and homelessness, illustrating the far-reaching consequences of police errors. As of this writing, we have not received any further updates on the case.
I got 4 kids, man. I got 4 kids at the house, man.
Weston 380. Serial number is going to be.
That is my weapon. This is my name. That's my weapon. This is my name. Bro, y'all doing this for no reason, man.
I came in late for everything.
And they handled me so rough, sir. I didn't give nobody no attitude or anything, sir. Like they say I failed the signal at the stop sign.
The stop sign?
I mean, I was wrong for that. Look how they handled me, sir. I didn't do anything that
Well,
deserved
there was
it.
a gun, right?
But I wasn't pulling. I told them I had a weapon. This is my name.
Okay.
If they run it, it's going to say Sylvester Hayes.
Okay. Mr. Hayes, there is another Sylvester Hayes, right? And that Sylvester Hayes does have a warrant.
I'm fighting for my life, man. I got 4 babies at the house, man. Like, I got a good job. I work security. I'm trying to be one of y'all, but it's like, come on, man, this how y'all do. This how y'all do me. I'm working to be y'all, bro.
I do apologize. Like, if you feel like they roughed you up or whatever, I do apologize.
So what did it say about the gun, sir? When y'all ran the serial number, what did it say?
When I ran it and you saw me run it, it came back clear. It's not stolen.
None of that, right?
Right.
If they had their radio on, I was complaining, man. If they had their camera on, I was complaining. They didn't even try to hear me, man.
Okay.
Got another magazine.
Start doing traffic. She's running plates.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, run that Hyundai, and it pops up red. She kind of looks at it, but by that time we had already lost them. As she's searching, the name that she put on there, whatever was on AIS, had continuous family violence, you know, a warrant. And he fails to signal within 100 feet from the stop sign. You know, we obviously pulled him over.
So you got the reason for contact?
Yeah. I was just like, you have your ID with you. And so he gives it to me, and obviously I handed it over to her, and she's like, Sylvester Hayes, like that's the name that was under warrant. But
So you got a good warrant?
well,
He does have tickets.
he does have
Okay.
the tickets. Bro, come
So
on.
you got jail traffic, resisting arrest, right?
Yeah, we have failed to signal 100 feet. He had a gun in his pocket because he kept going like
That's
this.
why
He
he
kept,
was acting so crazy.
Is he a felon?
he has not been convicted. Or no felon?
No felon. But if he resisted, he resisted. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he just
So we got him on that, right?
Yeah.
So that we're good. So yeah. So just find out.
The Lester ended up being like the third or something like that. But as soon as I saw the Lester Hayes, I was like, okay, let's get him out while we investigate.
The incident involving Sylvester Hayes reveals a troubling disconnect between constitutional mandates and the execution of police duties. While courts may find the arrest constitutionally reasonable, the failure to verify Sylvester's identity in a city as populous as Dallas raises serious concerns about procedural integrity and officer accountability. This case emphasizes the importance of thorough investigative practices and the need for law enforcement to balance authority with respect for individual rights. Sylvester's ordeal serves as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of police interactions gone awry. It highlights the critical need for reforms that ensure accuracy and fairness in law enforcement practices, ultimately fostering trust and safety within the community.
All right, how can I help you?
Is there a reason you're just walking around recording?
Is there a reason I'm doing a job? Yeah, to make money.
Okay, people have just been calling, just thinking it's kind of weird.
It's journalism. I'm sorry.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's protected. Sorry about that.
All right, but hold on. Hold on.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, right now.
For what? For which crime?
So I'm further investigating investigating why you're walking around.
What crime? That's not a crime. Walking around
Okay,
isn't
but
a crime.
I can detain-
You have to articulate a crime before you can
Okay, but
detain
I
me.
could also detain
Supervisor.
anybody? Supervisor, okay.
Yep. You can't detain just anyone. You have to articulate a crime.
I can detain
You're
anybody
incorrect.
while I further
Get your
investigate.
supervisor and let's find out.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready to check.
Name and badge number.
Officer Ashley Grant, you dispatch your supervisor. Badge number 861.
Thank you.
Do you have your ID on you?
I do not.
Can you dispatch a supervisor to my location? Hello. How you doing, sir?
So I'm assuming he's the one that complained.
No. I don't even know who complained. It came out as anonymous.
This is a constitutionally protected activity, so I'm being harassed right now, basically.
My neighbors were calling me saying, hey, there's some dude running around.
Recording.
So
Yeah.
I showed up because I'm like, okay.
In public, on a public sidewalk.
Sir, I'm not saying you're not
You
allowed to
are.
record.
You are. By your presence here
Okay.
bothering me while I'm working is telling me I'm not allowed to do this.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Okay.
But I'm investigating why we're getting calls about someone walking around.
Walking around isn't a
recording.
crime, though.
I never said it was a crime, but I still
So
have
you
the right to
no,
detain.
you do not.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm being illegally detained right now, is what you're
That's what
telling
you
me.
want to say?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. But you are failure. You're not identifying yourself. You're refusing.
What crime have I committed?
So at the end of the day, if law
It's not the end. This is the beginning.
Listen to me for a sec. So if law enforcement requests your identification, right? Your name, your date of birth, your ID card, your driver's license number, you are obligated to give that to law enforcement.
No, you're not.
Okay.
In the United States, law enforcement officers need reasonable suspicion to conduct a lawful stop. This suspicion must be based on specific, objective, and clear facts, not just a vague feeling or general unease. Simply thinking someone's behavior is odd or receiving anonymous tips isn't enough. For example, while someone lingering in a high-crime area at night might raise suspicions, without concrete actions indicating wrongdoing, there's no reasonable suspicion. This makes the detention of Mr. Bulldog unlawful, violating his First and Fourth Amendment rights.
Not unless you can articulate a crime.
So I can articulate that this
Walking
is
around is not
behavior.
suspicious. Isn't a crime.
Okay, but it is something we have to investigate.
It's not a crime, so I don't have to comply with anything. I don't have to help you in your investigation.
Okay. Well, I am asking you to identify yourself. You are refusing.
Haven't committed a crime.
That doesn't matter. You
It
still
does
have to
matter.
identify
No, I do
yourself.
not.
Okay.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
Well, you're about to learn. I hope this is your supervisor. He's about to school you if it's your actual supervisor.
Okay. How are you, sir?
Doing all right? Long day.
I just got here.
Oh, I'm trying to end my day.
Right. That's not my supervisor.
Well, that's not going to help then.
Well, I requested a supervisor.
It has to be in a timely manner. You understand that, right?
I understand that the city of Jacksonville is quite large.
It's
and we
not.
have-
It's not. It's not large at all.
About 5 minutes after the initial stop, Officer Glantz contacted her supervisor to discuss the situation.
I'm getting a phone call from my supervisor. You're still not free to leave.
We'll see.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, he's at Gum Ranch in 17, so he is on his way.
To tell you that you're violating my rights.
Not what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I'm walking up and down the street
Okay.
doing a protected activity,
Okay.
and you stop me and demand ID for no crime.
So, like I explained to you, we've gotten multiple calls.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay. That gives us something to investigate.
It does not.
further.
No,
Yes, it
you
does.
can investigate all you want, but
Okay.
you can't demand ID
Yes, I
when you
can.
can't articulate a crime that you think I've committed.
I never said you committed a crime. I said.
So then you
we
have
are
no right here.
investigating your suspicious behavior. Or we're
Suspicious
getting
isn't a
multiple calls.
crime.
You have to identify yourself.
I do
to
not.
me. Okay.
Suspicious is not a crime.
Hello, sir. How are
Name and badge number, please.
you? My name's Corporal Tim Bureau. My officer number is 674.
Thank you.
To the Jackson Police Department.
Thank you.
Do you live around here?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Well, you have a nice day then, okay?
Thank you. Am I free to go?
Supervisor.
You
So
good?
who's waiting for these?
Yeah, you've been free to go this whole time.
She told me I've been detained
Oh, okay.
twice now. So I'm detained?
Well, you want a supervisor?
Am I detained?
I'm trying to identify you.
That's not happening. Am I detained?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm trying to identify you.
That's not my problem. I don't have to further your investigation for you. That's your job. So if you want to find out who I am, you go run photo arrays, whatever you want to do. Apparently you have no idea how it works. You can't walk up to a citizen not committing a crime and demand ID. That's not how this works.
Okay. someone.
I do, actually. It turns out that I do. Man.
My supervisor is on his way, and we'll talk with him.
Hard to believe a citizen out here would actually have a degree and know what they're talking about, huh? It's all right. We're going to stop all this corruption.
You doing all right?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Especially when I'm being illegally detained.
Well, I already told you you're free to go. So if you'd like to leave.
Am I free to go?
If you want to go, you don't want to talk to a supervisor?
Am I free to go or am I detained? I need an answer. I'm not detained.
Just so you know, sir, this is the Jacksonville Police Department. So there's
Great.
gates and everything, the fence and everything.
Great.
Just don't enter into that fence.
That's
okay?
fine.
Cool.
So I'm on the sidewalk. It's where I've been the whole time before I was harassed.
More than welcome to stay there.
So,
Go.
once again, you've been proven wrong by your own coworker here.
You have a great day, sir.
I'm having a great day. I'm not breaking the law. I'm right here on the sidewalk in public, exercising my constitutional right. Wow. Corruption at its finest.
Shortly after Mr. Bulldog was released, the supervisor arrived at the location.
Name and badge number, please, since you approached me.
Sergeant Biscuits.
All right.
What's going on today?
I've been released. Are you detaining me again?
So you're not detained?
Okay, thank you.
In the following minutes, Mr. Bulldog began recording the police cruiser's license plates to identify the officers present. As he attempted to secure his bike and leave, he was stopped and detained once more.
All right, guys. Well, look, I'm sure you're capable of handling it. I hope you have a great day, bud.
Hey, sir. The officer asked you for your name and the information.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Well, like she explained to you, she's investigating suspicious activity.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know y'all wish it was, but it's not.
Okay. Are you going to give her your name and information?
No, I haven't committed
So
a
what do you
crime.
plan on doing, sir?
I'm doing my job, trying to, without being harassed.
Okay.
I'm just gathering content for a story, and y'all want to harass me over it.
Okay. What's your job? You're a writer?
Obviously, I'm a journalist.
Okay. Well, how is that obvious?
I'm gathering content for a story.
Okay, well,
Who else
everybody
does
with a
that?
cell
Do
phone
mechanics
isn't a
do that?
journalist, sir.
Excuse me?
I said everybody with a cell phone isn't a journalist.
If they choose to be, they are. It's in the Constitution.
Okay. Cell phones make you a journalist?
If that's what you choose to do, yeah.
Okay. You need anything else?
I mean, like I said, I'm investigating suspicious activity.
Suspicious
Call
isn't a
by
crime.
multiple people about someone reporting. Ask
Fully
for
legal.
identification. If law enforcement asks for identification, you are required to identify
You are
yourself.
not. Why am I not in jail right now, then?
Because we're trying to not go that route by you not identifying yourself. So technically,
You see, I got bail money. So, I mean, if y'all really want to press it.
I can't arrest you right now for resist obstruct delay. You're obstructing my
I'm not as,
investigation.
no, I haven't
Delaying my
obstructed
investigation
anything.
as well.
I don't have to help you in your investigation.
North Carolina law enforcement officers have access to a reference book titled Crimes, which outlines the elements of various offenses to ensure lawful arrests. This guide details each crime element and provides scenarios where certain statutes should not be applied. For instance, it explains that an individual can leave an officer during a consensual encounter, but also highlights that North Carolina does not require individuals to disclose their names under specific circumstances. Despite this, the officers involved in Mr. Bulldog's case did not meet the required standards for reasonable suspicion. Alarmingly, many officers carry this reference book in their patrol cars, allowing them to consult it whenever they are unsure about the law, yet it appears they ignored it in this instance.
I don't have to help you identify anyone. That's helping your investigation. That's your job. That's what I pay you to do.
Sir, you understand that she's just trying to gain your compliance, right?
That's not my
I don't
problem.
want to take you to jail, but also, I'm doing my
You
job.
clearly do, because this is a legal, constitutionally protected activity that you're harassing me over. And then you're lying to me, telling me I have to submit ID to any officer that asks. No, that's incorrect. If you suspect me of a crime and you can articulate it,
Okay.
then yes, I will
Let me
surrender
clear it up
ID.
for you, sir. Let me clear it up.
We can clear it up in court.
We're not in court, sir.
We can be very easily.
I would like to avoid that.
I would rather not, because this is going to keep happening until you guys are taught a lesson.
What's that, sir?
that you can't bully people into giving ID when you don't suspect a crime.
Sir, nobody is trying to bully you into anything.
She just told me she could take me to jail if I don't give her my ID.
What she's trying to make sure you understand is when law enforcement are investigating something.
They can investigate whatever you want. You have to suspect me of a crime. What crime do you suspect me of? All she can articulate is suspicion, not a crime.
You're gonna listen to her? You ask me questions. You want the answers?
Not really. I know the answers. You think I would come out here and not know?
You asking me questions for you.
Just see if you know them.
Trust me, I do.
You clearly don't.
Okay.
Like, you see the time, like, you realize this is costing me job money right now? You're costing me time?
Keep your hand out of your pocket.
No problem. Am I detained or am I free to go?
Right now you're detained.
Okay. For what crime do you suspect me of?
Because she's following up on investigation.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Suspicious activity.
It's not. So suspicion is a crime.
Are you going to give her your name and information?
No.
Okay. Turn off your hands back.
Okay.
Mr. Bulldog was ultimately arrested and charged with resisting, obstructing, and delaying law enforcement. However, the incident report lacked detailed information, merely stating that Mr. Bulldog failed to identify himself after being asked multiple times. This vague description mirrors the statute itself, suggesting that the officers did not consult their legal reference. This scenario highlights a troubling trend where inexperienced officers, often young and recently trained, may misuse their authority. Mr. Bulldog alleges that during booking, Officer Glantz refused to take his fingerprints, leading to his denial of bond due to the lack of fingerprint records. He claims this was a deliberate attempt to keep him incarcerated longer than necessary. Mr. Bulldog plans to contest these charges and pursue a civil rights complaint against the officers, likely leading to a significant lawsuit. The battle in the court of public opinion has now begun. What are your thoughts on this incident? Do you believe law enforcement should uphold higher standards, or is this behavior acceptable? Share your opinions in the comments below. If you found this investigation eye-opening, make sure to check out more of our in-depth analyses right here on Cops and Consequences. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content.